Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Zach, and now we're kind of finishing things up with some music today. So if you remember, now we've been through everything. We've been through what sound is, we've been through like how we kind of organize all those sounds. But say you're a composer and you want to have a lot of people playing what you have written. And that's where kind of like orchestras and conductors come into play. So behind me, I have an exhibit that you may have played with here at the Clay Center that uses the West Virginia Symphony Orchestra. You can make a selection, and then just like a conductor would, you can move the remote around like a conductor baton. And you can hear them kind of performing your own music. I'm going to teach you a little bit about how conducting works. So now you might know a little bit. If you remember last week we were talking a lot about meter with our music, and we had to have like 4 beats in each of our meters. The conductor is actually going to be showing the orchestra that, even if it doesn't seem like they are. So say I take a song like Mary Had a Little Lamb. So Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. You can hear me clapping. I'm clapping those beats. But they're not just like beats going on forever. They're actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I just do the beginning of it, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. The conductor is going to be showing that. And they show it by how they move their body. So 1, when you're a conductor, no matter what, is always the same. It's down. So we have 1, and then say we have like 2, 4 time. That means we only have 2 beats. Then the only place to go is up. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2. And a lot of marching bands, you'll see the conductor, drum major in the front of them walking and kind of conducting like this. And that's because a lot of those marches only have 2 beats in them, and it's really easy to conduct. But a lot of like different kind of music has different kind of beats. So let's take another one that might have 3 beats in a measure. So you go, remember 1 is always what? Down. And then normally 2 is actually out. So we have 1, 2, and then the last beat is always back and up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and a lot of very fun waltzes are kind of in 3, 4 time, and you can a lot of times dance to things that have 3 beats. However, one of the most common meters in all of music is actually 4, 4 time. Well, unless you get into a lot of rock and roll, and then they like to add a lot of numbers in there. But one of the common ones is 4, 4 time, meaning there's only 4 beats in the measure. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, in, out, up. And you can actually think about it that way. If you're conducting Mary Had a Little Lamb, Mary had a little lamb, down, in, out, up, down, in, out, up. And when I was in school for music, one of the things my conducting teacher actually had us do was go into swimming pools, because it helps you build those muscles to be able to conduct really, really kind of well. Why don't you try it with me and you're home? You'll notice that there's an activity sheet that goes along with this that shows you the different kind of meters that you can kind of learn to conduct. Just the most important thing is the first beat, number 1, is always down, and whatever the last beat, it's always up, and that's an easy way to remember it. Now here's the thing though. If you go and hear the West Virginia Symphony play some beautiful music for us, you're going to notice that the conductor isn't in front of them with the baton going the whole time. No, the beauty of a conductor is they actually are helping evoke the music. So if they want the musicians to play something very quietly, have a very low amplitude, you'll see them conducting like this. Very small, because it kind of tells the musicians, I want you to play small and quietly. Whereas, say it's like the end of the piece, there's cannons going off, everything's happening really fun, you'll see them going really big, really motion. You may even see them jump around a little bit, and that's because they're kind of getting the musicians to kind of go along with them. Conducting is actually mostly like a big old dance that happens and evokes all of the music that you want to kind of get those musicians to play. Now the musicians are fabulous, which is the reason a conductor a lot of times doesn't have to like stand in the front and just kind of beat the meters, what it's called for them. The conductor is there to kind of really make sure that everyone's in agreement on all the expression of the music. Anyway, we can't wait to have you guys back here at the Clay Center to play with all our music exhibits. Maybe you can try the 1812 Overture behind me on the conductor exhibit. And the next time you're out seeing the West Virginia Symphony play, why don't you watch the conductor and see how he or she can move their body and kind of get the musicians to play a certain kind of way. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see y'all next time.